My grandma used to talk about all this stuff. She was convinced that all this crazy spooky shit was real, and no one believed her, and I didn't believe her, and I thought she was just throwing herself into things that kind of were just coping mechanisms for her. And I didn't know that it was actually maybe telling the truth. This doesn't make any sense.
I don't know that this is going to be easy to hear, but she probably knew more about what she was talking about than you think.
We've been having break-ins.
I do want to go to Applebee's. All right, let's go. I can't remember the last time I ate good in the neighborhood.
I think we should go to the coast.
Do you think it's safe? Just
No.
the two of us? Oh, okay.
First, let's pick up with Palmer and Journey.
Okay.
So Mr. Sitwell and Dan and Mordecai are going ahead and just walking down the hill towards the Applebee's. And so we'll leave the focus on Palmer and Journey. What are you guys going to do?
I want to go back to where I saw deer before, and this time actually sort of follow it down to the coast.
Okay, yeah. I think that doesn't really require a roll. You already investigated a mystery and kind of figured out what was going on. So you just go ahead and follow down that trail, and it leads down towards the lighthouse, in between the lighthouse and the docks.
Okay, then I guess I'll try to investigate a mystery again now that I'm here.
Yeah.
Me too. So
do you want
Palmer
want
first.
one of you guys to investigate and one to help out, or do you guys would just want to both investigate separately?
I can help if that would be good, because it's like she wanted to come here in the first place.
Mhm.
So I'll be the assistant this time.
So does that mean I do a hold, or what do I do?
Don't we roll to help out, or
Yeah, so
I'll
Palmer, go ahead and roll investigate
Yeah.
a mystery, and Journey, roll help out.
okay?
oh
Is that a good? Oh,
I got a-
no!
Very, very bad.
Oh my god!
well
So in that case, before you
I
roll help
leveled up.
out, because help out will not
It will not do anything.
for you. So
just investigate. How about you?
I think is the good.
I'm gonna investigate this.
I gotta level up though.
I got a mixed success.
Okay, you got a mixed success. So
Can I say something?
yeah,
I want to contextualize my failure.
yeah, please.
I want to say, I'm just going to lean into the fact that she is Inosuke and to say that she has never seen the ocean before. She is very much a woodland fae.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she's kind of like, I wouldn't say scared, but kind of like haunches raised at the ocean and cannot notice anything else because it is alarming. It's very loud. There's lots of big motions. She does not like it too much.
Yeah, I think that's great. So, Journey, what question do you want to ask? You get one.
What sort of creature is it? Haven't asked that question yet.
I'm trying to figure out how to justify how
How I would know that.
how you would learn this. I think the mixed success of this is you see the creature, I think.
I'm sorry.
Oh,
So I think like Journey kind of looks out toward the ocean and she's just like, "What's up, Palmer? Are you? It's just ocean. Oh my god!"
Yeah, so you're like looking out over the ocean and you turn over and you see around the corner of the lighthouse, you see this large hulking figure walking past and you catch a glimpse of what looks like a large claw as it goes behind the lighthouse.
Palmer, did you get that? Did you get that on camera? Did you get that? Oh my god, did you get that?
She's got the camera pointed straight down to a bunch of little crabs on the ground, like, what the hell's going on here? That's it inside of Palmer's brain right now. Crab rave.
Did you see that?
No,
There was like a big thing, and it had a claw, and it was
The deer man. Where is he?
I don't think that was a deer man. It was a claw man. Man? Was it a man? I don't know.
Regardless, non-human.
I mean, did he just go back into the water?
You saw him go around the corner of the lighthouse.
Oh, okay. He just went around the corner of the lighthouse. Should we go?
Tally ho!
Okay. And so we head that direction.
Okay,
Very cautiously for me.
You guys are steadily rushing towards the lighthouse. Let's flip back over to Mordecai and Dan and James.
Ooh, okay. Let me look up the Applebee's menu real quick.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys have gotten a nice little table at Applebee's. Table for 5.
Is the dad is dad having a bunch of those like endless margaritas?
Absolutely, he's getting endless margaritas. He already ordered his appetizer of mozzarella sticks.
Me too.
And has sat down at like a large booth for you guys. And the Applebee's is, it's decorated like a fucking Applebee's. There's just shit everywhere. On the far wall, you see a sword that has been put up in a case with jewels embedded in it. And it has a large sign that says donated by the Fitton family.
Yeah, I was going to keep my eye out for that sword.
Do we notice the sword?
You can see it, like, it's displayed prominently on the wall because they are very proud of it.
Isn't that like one of the things we're looking for?
As my mouth is partially full of mini chicken quesadillas, it's that's one of the things that we're supposed to keep an eye out for. That's one of the things they donated.
Wait, Mr. Sitwell, did you know that was here? Come on.
Well, I didn't know that was here, but it looks like it's on your list now, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. Sure.
Keep your secrets.
All right then, keep your secret.
You're quite the character, Mr. Oh man, Dan. Oh man. Wow. Can I just fill you in on everything that I've recently learned about?
Yeah. What did you guys find outside of the Fitton house?
Maybe I should just defer to my seniors real quick, because clearly you're more advanced in these arts, Mr. Sitwell.
Yeah, I think, Dan, you and I and Mordecai here should all have a conversation if you're going to continue hanging out with my daughter.
Oh no. We have no intentions like that.
I think
she never smokes weed.
Dan is in the middle of like taking a sip of a drink, and he like just spits a little bit. Sorry. What kind of conversation? What do you mean? Go ahead.
Well, you both seem like, okay, one of you seems like a pretty good kid.
Wait, which one?
You know.
That hurts
really
a little bit.
And I don't have any problem with you helping her with her investigations and her videos or anything like that. And I don't think that you're bad people.
Wait, but you do have a problem with the drugs, don't you? That's where this is going. That's my bad. My bad, dude.
Son, I don't need to know your recreational habits, but I do want to know, what do you know about magic?
And Dan spits again about 3 times larger.
I'm just like, my eyes are darting between Dan and usually I'm pretty a bubbly person too, but I've been so taken aback by that really blunt question in front of Dan and the spit. I'm just like, oh, this is not
magic. I hardly know her.
Listen, son, I'm a detective. I get answers out of people for a living, and I've done this for a long, long time.
He's gonna waterboard us, dude.
I don't know what you think you know. I don't know what your background is. You seem like a smart guy. So as honest as I can be with you is, I can't talk about it.
And he stops and he takes a drink of his margarita, which I think is a really good tone cutter there. He takes a sip of his endless margaritas. And he's like, okay, let me back up. Let me level with you. Did Journey tell you about her grandmother?
I'm also partially trying to remember how much we know about her grandma.
So as like a refresher for you, the player,
Yeah.
Journey mentioned that like her grandmother got into some of the occult stuff towards the end of her life and started talking about it more. And for a long time, Journey just thought that it was like all bullshit until what happened with Abby and the mystery in Ellendale and everything like that.
Okay. So Dan will say, Journey mentioned that she got into some weird interests later in her life.
Well, it wasn't just later in her life. She just started talking about it more around her. I didn't want this for her, and I didn't want her around it because I know it's dangerous. And so I stopped policing it after a while because I didn't want her to get hurt. But apparently, I can't really stop that from coming into her life now, can I?
Yeah, considering the things that she's done.
Not forever. You let it happen while you're here to watch her, or you wait until you're gone, and then it happens when there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you can't shelter your kids forever. And he takes a drink of his margarita again.
And I take a very, I maintain eye contact while taking a big bite of a mini quesadilla.
Oh my god, it sounds so good. Oh my god, what I wouldn't do for some fake Mexican food.
Do they have Applebees in Japan? Okay, we can talk about that later.
No.
So I think that he's going to do one more thing. He's going to lean in and say, listen, you kids started appearing a couple months ago, back with what happened with Fowler and everything like that. Were you the person who gave us that information that let us find the body and take in David Price?
What would that mean to you if I was?
I just want to know whether or not I can trust you, son.
Yeah, that was me.
Good man. And he takes a drink, and you hear a crack. It sounds like a window being broken.
I dart my head over to look in that direction.
Are you telling me there's actually plot happening at the Applebees?
Yeah.
Why did you guys come?
It's like a Panic at the Disco title. Plot at the Applebees.
Please make that the title.
That's the title of this episode now.
you telling me that there's plot in this Applebee's? It's more likely than you think.
You're telling me a blunt forced this drama?
Yes, it did.
You're telling me a bee picked these apples? All right, don't worry about it. Let's move on. That's a mood.
So yeah, you hear the crack that sounds like a window breaking, and you turn around and you see what looks like a giant crab claw reaching in through one of the windows on the wall that has the sword.
All right. How well populated is this Applebee's?
From what you saw, there were a couple of waitresses and waiters around and like a handful of people. There's probably only 10 people in this Applebee's right now. It's early into the evening.
Okay,
Not quite
so
dinner time yet.
Yeah, so it's like half full, maybe.
Yeah, let's say it's like dusk. It's a nice sunset scene.
Okay.
Applebee's, if you will.
I'm gonna with my left hand, I'm gonna grab a mini quesadilla, the last one on the plate. I'm gonna say we'll have to pick this conversation back up later, and I'm going to dash over towards the sword and attempt to seize it before the crab can get to it with my right hand while taking a bite of my quesadilla.
Okay, I think this is going to be an act under pressure roll to get a to-go box.
I think so.
What?
What? Wait, to-go box?
You're taking your food to go.
Well, I don't need a box for that.
No.
It doesn't have to be polite.
Act under pressure.
Okay. Word. Cool. My best stat. That's a 10. That's a full success.
All right. So on an act under pressure, when you get a full success, you do what you set out to do. So yeah, you go ahead and you grab the sword from its case.
I'd like to yank it away from the crab hand and stow it into my magical hoodie pocket.
Tight. Yeah, you do that thing. Mord, what's up? What are you going to do?
I'm going to go see this crab, dude. I'm grabbing my sword and I'm bolting out the door and running around to that side where the window is.
Cool.
And I'm going to shout, Mr. Sitwell, do your thing.
Mr. Sitwell is kind of like in shock for a second, and then he pulls his gun and he's gonna shoot the crab hand.
Fuck yeah, Mr. Sitwell. Pack the heat.
He's gonna open fire in a crowded Arby's?
It's only half full, and it's an Applebee's. It's slightly classier.
Like any good police officer would.
Oh,
Yikes.
Indeed.
Call of Duty training paying off right now.
all right. Detective Sitwell opens fire with his fucking his 38 Magnum.
Wait, do we have the same gun?
Do you have the Magnum?
I think
that's
we have the
3 harm?
same gun.
Yeah, you do have a 38.
Oh yeah. So James Sitwell pulls out a gun that looks very familiar to Dan and pops a shot off on this crab claw, and it like retreats back in through the window.
Dan like pats his pockets. Like, can you take it from me?
Mordecai, you said that you were like going outside, right?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna witness this crab.
Yeah, I think what you see is like you hear a gunshot go off.
Oh fuck!
And then around the corner of the building, you see this large figure kind of scampering away, trying to get back towards what I think might be safety. And you catch a glimpse of this like 8-foot tall man with a crab claw for a hand and a like hard shelled carapace
Oh,
around his chest.
I'm gonna sprint after him as fast as I can and yell to him, wait, I mean no harm.
All right.
No, dude, wait. Dude, just wait.
Is there a move that you're trying to trigger here?
I can, I guess I need to ask some questions before they're not a normal person, so I don't know if manipulate even applies here.
Yeah, you're not monstrous, so you wouldn't be able to like manipulate a monster or a minion.
However, I could try to communicate with someone that I cannot communicate with by normal means via using magic, doors of perception. So I could like try to amplify my voice.
Yeah, I think roll it and we'll see. We'll play it to see what happens here. Go ahead and roll it.
Next.
Okay, so that's a 9. So what is your intent?
It's genuine. I don't mean any harm because it's a monstrous looking form, but it is still technically humanoid. I mean, it looks like a man, quote unquote. He just has a carapace and a claw, which is, side note, super dope to Mordecai. So my genuine, like for real, I don't mean any harm. I just want him to wait so we can communicate.
I think that he would take notice of this and he would understand like what he said, what you're saying. He would just say like, they're opening fire on me. I have to go. I can't stay here. I have to report back to the captain. I'm sorry.
I can make them stop.
No.
I can make them stop. It's okay. If I'm here, you'll be okay. We can talk to you. Take me to the captain. Don't worry about them. Just take me.
Parlay.
Parlay.
Pirate code. You can't ignore a parlay.
I think it would say follow if you can, and like it would keep running.
All right, I'm following, dude. Wait, can I skateboard here?
For right now, but he's running towards the beach.
All right, I'm gonna do something that you're never supposed to do. I'm gonna wait. I don't have my skateboard with me. Probably. Never mind. It's fine.
Damn.
I'm just gonna run, and I'm gonna be like, Abby. I'm gonna tap my collar, Abby, and I'm gonna send Abby back to tell them to simmer down, me hearties.
Okay, good. Let's cut back over to Palmer and Journey. You guys just saw a dude seeming to go around the corner into the lighthouse, and we're chasing after it. So you guys reach the lighthouse and you open up the door and you hear an alarm going off. What do you guys want to do?
Let's go.
Yeah, let's go on in there.
All right, so you guys enter the lighthouse and you turn the corner and you see glass shattered on the floor, and the lighthouse keeper is on the first floor and he has a harpoon in his hand and is just shouting like, "What the hell are you even doing here?" And the museum curator is cowering behind a desk. And you look over and you see another one of these large men in trench coat, like a man in like a large trench coat. And there's glass shattered on the floor, and he's picking up with a normal hand, a human hand. He's picking up the rubies and the sapphires and trying to stow them into a bag. And so you guys get a really good look at this man, and he has like a red shelled carapace over his front, and like his head is still kind of human, but it is like more attached at the shoulders. He doesn't really like have much of a neck. And the top of his head is more of a shell. If you're familiar with like how like the top of crabs look, That's like the top of his head vaguely resembles like the top part of a crab.
Sure.
But the rest of his head is fairly normal, and he has a little bit of a shadow of a beard.
What the deer man? Damn it.
So I guess Journey slides in and sees the harpoon, is like, oh god, we just got here, please don't harpoon us, and then turns to look at the crab guy, and I think maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna pull my whip out. Let's fucking go.
I don't think Journey's first instinct would be to fight something because she's kind of in shock.
Mine is. Let's go.
Yeah.
Welcome up.
All right. Yeah. So while Journey's like kind of just surprised by this, what are you going to do?
I'm gonna use my whip.
Watch me whip. Yeah. Roll kick some ass.
Hell yeah. Yeah. 9 mixed success. I would like to detail that if possible, I'm trying to kind of like slow it down, restrain it in a way, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like if it does damage, so be it. But more so than that, just trying to like wrap it up. Like I said, it's not like I'm not trying to harm it, but like since this is a whip.
Is there anything that we can use to block the door? Or is there anything that we can...
I think that's a read evacuation.
Okay.
Okay, mixed success. So you're looking around the room and you want to bar the door? Is that what you said?
Yeah, basically, like, I want to see if there's anything that we can, like, knock over or impede him from leaving. I don't want to hurt him.
Well, there is around the room, there's some ship's wheels, like steering wheels. There's some anchors
Okay.
hung up on the walls.
Uh-huh.
There's a large, by the entrance, there is a large, like, prize case, like a trophy case on display. And so you think that if you knock one of those things over, or if you move one of the large wheels into like the way of the door, then he will at least be impeded for a little bit longer.
Okay, am I strong enough to do any of that?
You got brain powers.
You mean like, okay. Yeah, brain powers.
Brain blast.
Wait, what does that work? Telekinesis?
I believe so.
Okay, I'm gonna try to move something. Here we go. Okay.
All right, so
Mixed success.
I need to see what mixed success does.
You move it, but it hurts. That's what it says.
Okay, so mark 2 harm and choose one option.
Wait, how big are these things? Because, like, I can only move something that is smaller than me. If it's bigger than me, I have to use my option to...
They're movable.
Okay.
You wouldn't be able to completely, like, throw over the case, but, like, the anchor and the ship's wheels are movable.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll that wheel with my big brain.
Galaxy brain.
What does held fast mean? Like, it can't be moved?
Yeah, it would not move, or it can't be moved. Yeah.
Okay,
Like
yeah, I don't know how
down.
strong Crab Guy is, so I guess I'll choose that one so that he can't just throw it out of the way.
Yeah, he can't just yeet it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you focus down and you kind of how do you guide this wheel?
I think Journey is not close enough to physically touch it, hence the telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
But she kind of desperately reaches out toward it and just kind of like is thinking, I need to put something in his way. And like throws her arms to the side as though she's gonna reach out and grab it, but like it just moves. Does that make sense?
Yeah, she like flings her arms out to try and like move it, and it moves even though she's not physically touching it.
Yes.
And it like just flies into place and jams itself in between the door and this crab man.
Yeah.
Cool.
But I did take 2 harm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Ouchies. How did I hurt myself though?
Telekinesis has a cost, man.
Hurts your brain.
It hurts my brain.
I think you like
Get a nosebleed.
Yeah, you get a nosebleed from it.
Ouch.
And you're just like, ooh, that took a lot out of you.
Okay.
Yeah, and it turns around and it's startled that something could be thrown like that from like these people, and it's starting to freak out. It's kind of cornered at this point, and so I think it's gonna take a run at David, Mr. Levette, the man with the harpoon.
I'm gonna try to use my whip again. Try to trip him up.
Okay, you're gonna use it to trip him. So roll like a protect someone.
That's a move?
It is a move. It also uses tough.
Huh.
We've never protected someone
Oh,
ever.
yikes. That says a lot, huh?
You've never had to.
Yeah.
You've never been in a situation where the Center's in immediate danger.
I got
Oh,
6.
no.
Oh no.
Oh damn.
Wait, is a 7 a mixed success? Help me.
Yeah, a 7 would be a
yes.
mixed success. So if you can figure out a way to help them, you can roll help out your knee.
Oh,
You're
okay,
need
wait.
help.
Okay, I'm gonna help
I haven't even properly leveled up, and I already have another failure point.
out. Here we go.
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
failed.
No.
Okay. I think what happens is Journey, you see Palmer's whip reach out and running just short, and you want it to extend just a little longer and catch its ankle, but it just doesn't happen. And you see David take a claw right into his shoulder.
Oh God!
And it get buried deep in his shoulder as he's trying to. This crabman's just feral at this point. He's a cornered man,
crab.
and so he's just trying to do as much damage as possible to get out of here. And I think when that happens, the crab claw embeds itself in David's shoulder, and he fires off his harpoon, but it just barely goes past the head of this crabman and embeds itself in the ceiling.
Great. Like how bad is it? How bad is this crab injury?
You can tell that it's pretty deep.
Okay. Is it still in him? Like did
Currently,
he,
yes.
Oh, okay. I'm not built for this.
Built different.
Yeah, not in the good way.
I think the crabman is going to turn around. He's going to shake David off, and David just drops to his knees.
I don't have anything to help.
He's clutching his shoulder, and the crabman's going to draw a knife with his regular hand.
Wait, the crab man has a knife?
He has
Why
a knife.
Why does he need a knife when he has a crab hand?
Crab with knife image.
Well, yeah, where is it?
Games through the week spoilers without context.
Yeah, you really need to put that. So, like, the harpoon that's in the ceiling, is there how do harpoons work? Is there, like, a string attached to it?
There's a line.
Line, right?
Yeah, there's a line.
Okay, how, like, is it still attached to the gun
Yeah,
itself?
it's attached to the gun.
Okay, where's the gun?
is on the floor.
The gun is on the floor. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to use my brain.
It's big brain time.
Palmer,
Yeah.
can you yank that harpoon out of the ceiling?
I don't need much more convincing. What do I have to roll?
Act under pressure.
Yeah, all right. 8 mixed success.
Yeah. Okay. So you're going to yank the harpoon down. That's going to happen. It's going to down. So it's either going to fall and hit you, and you will take some harm. It's going to fall and hit Journey, and maybe give her some harm.
I'm already hurt.
Or it's going to fall and be slightly out of your reach, and you're going to have to take time to like pull the harpoon to you.
Yeah, just out of reach because it could be close to someone. Doesn't gotta be close to me.
Okay.
Fumble.
So yeah, the harpoon falls and it lands about 10 feet away from you on the floor, but you do have the rope in your hand. And the crab man realizes that you've yanked this harpoon down, and I think he's going to run back at you, Palmer, and try and stab you with his knife.
Oh my god.
I'd like to see you try. Come at me. I want to use angel wings and teleport behind him.
Oh shit.
I think this is an act under pressure roll to make sure that you do it in time.
Got a crab hand. I've got
Fucking
a normal hand.
All right, I think you teleport outside.
Fuck.
I did still dodge it, so
That's a full success, actually.
You avoided the blow, but you instead of going behind you, I think what happened is you saw the reflection in a glass case, and you thought, oh yeah, I'm gonna go there. And so you instead are outside the door to the museum instead of behind him where you thought you were going to be.
Okay. Where is the gun part of the harpoon? Is it close to anyone?
It's close to David.
Okay. And David is injured.
Injured on the floor.
Can he use it?
It doesn't have like a reload feature. Or
Oh wait,
like
it
that.
doesn't? Oh fuck.
No.
I dude, I don't know how harpoons work.
I'm just making
I thought
calling
it
it
was
audible.
like, a retractable thing. You could just like suck back in and then you could shoot it again. I don't know. Is that how harpoon?
Yeah, you just reload. It's like a crossbow.
So that is something that can happen, but it would take some time.
Okay.
And you are toe to toe with
Right.
a crab man.
Okay. I have an idea, but like I need somebody to just fire the thing. So I don't know how to make that happen. Because I can't control an NPC, so I don't know exactly.
You can manipulate a person.
All right. Well, okay. So I think Journey first is like Palmer. Where did you? Okay. David. I know you're not doing so great over there, but like, can you shoot it one more time? Just like in the general direction of the thing, please.
Roll manipulate someone.
Okay. Oh, fuck.
We're doing dog shit today.
I want to use luck.
Okay, I think...
Is that a bad thing?
No, I think that's a wonderful thing. If that's what you want to do, I'm going to chase that bliss with you.
Okay.
For a full success on this, I think that he does it faster.
Okay, great.
David already has the harpoon ready, and he's like, okay, yeah, I got it. And the crab is bearing down on you, Journey.
Okay. So if he's shooting the thing, I would like to use telekinesis to take... So imagine with me for a moment. This harpoon is being shot very, very quickly. I want to use that momentum to tie him up in the line. So like basically changing the direction of the harpoon multiple times around the crab guy to tie him up. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, that will be your option of you
I
keep it basically under your control.
Because I don't want to kill him. Like,
yeah.
I just want to talk, man.
Yeah. Also, Palmer, I think at this point, if you're trying to re-enter the museum, I think you're able to get in through the door and duck under the ship's wheel to be back in the room now.
Okay, so I have to use telekinesis. Where is it? Okay, here we go. Wish me luck. Okay.
So you do take 2 harm.
Fuck again.
But you do what you want to accomplish, and you keep it under your control. So you want to tie this crab man up?
Yes, I do. I want to tie him up so that he can't go anywhere. So we can interrogate him and not kill him.
Yeah, I think the harpoon goes off and it goes towards the crab man, and it narrowly misses just impaling it. And
I am dying.
Yeah, you are now unstable.
Oh, sorry. I am unstable.
Yeah, the harpoon goes off and it flies towards the crab man, and it almost just impales him. But at the last second, you get control of it and wrench it around, and it spirals around this crab man and zigzags in between its legs and arms. Gets him tied up really nicely.
Great. When I'm unstable, what can I do?
You're going to have to get some sort of medical attention, whether that be through like somebody performing first aid on you to get kind of healed up and back steady. And if you do something too strenuous, you might take some more harm.
Okay, so
Crabman is tied up now. David's saying, what the fuck is this? And Palmer and Journey, you guys are in the room. Brianna is just like shocked.
Wait, who?
The museum curator. She's shocked and just like kind of paralyzed in the corner.
I think Journey chokes out like, okay, everybody stop. Just stop for a second, please. She does not want David to just go and try to like fuck this thing up, or Palmer go and fuck this thing up. She just wants a moment to try to figure out what's going on.
Cool.
And she looks at the crab person and she's like, I don't want to hurt you. What are you? Does the crab person talk, by the way? I guess that's a question.
I think the thing is that like,
do we speak crab?
Mordecai was able to communicate with it, but that's because he like used magic to do it. That's not an option for Journey.
Yeah.
And so I think you just like hear a series of like hisses and whistles and gargles back from this crab man. Palmer, if you want to do something with it, you might have a better run of it.
I think Journey looks at Palmer and is like, Palmer, I know you know a lot of languages. Can you help out here?
So, I mean, you said he said something, right? Clicks and whistles?
Yeah, it was like clicks and whistles.
So I don't understand it.
Yeah, you could use magic if you wanted to.
Somehow I feel like that's not a good idea. I feel like it's not a good idea.
Fair.
I think I'm just traumatized for every single time that I try to use the Force in my Star Wars playthrough of it not working and bad things happening.
That's fair.
I think I think since we have him down, I would suggest to call the others.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
As opposed to me trying to do something out of my wheelhouse.
So I think that Journey whips out her smartphone, and she would probably call her dad because, I mean, like, well, but it is a crab person. Does she want her dad to know? I mean, she's also dying. So, like, yeah, I feel like instinct would just be like, Dad, and everything else will fix it in post.
Good. So yeah, you pull out your phone and you ring Dad. And so, like, for James, he's just fired a shot off at a large claw, and he feels his phone ringing in his pocket, and he picks up because he sees it's Journey. And it's like, oh, hey, what's going on?
Dad, there was this guy, but also a crab, and we're in the museum. Can you come pick us up? Can you come help, please? Thank you.
Yes, yeah. And he locks eyes with Dan and says, like, yeah, I'll be right there. And he hangs up.
God damn it, he's getting away.
Yeah, James just received this call from someone, you don't know who, and he speaks up and says, Dan, Journey just called me and she said something about a crab man over at the lighthouse. I have to go.
Fuck, okay. Is everything okay there? Are they all right?
Near as I can tell, but I'm not sure. We might need your help.
Mordecai, stop running off. Okay, I'm going to go get Mordecai, and I'm going to try to bring him to the lighthouse. I'll meet you there.
Okay, and James, like, runs out the door towards the lighthouse, which you guys can see. And Dan, you walk out the door, and you don't exactly know where Mordecai is.
Okay, there's already a lot of chaos. I don't have any other choice. I'm going to use magic, and I'm going to try to investigate a mystery to discover where did it go on Mordecai.
Yeah, roll that.
Where did it go?
Because, like, Mordecai, you said that you were, like, running after the guy to
full speed trying to keep up with new friend.
Mixed success. I'm going to say if there's any kind of glitch with this, it'll probably be immediate unwanted attention.
I think that what you see is, like, you can pick up on Mordecai's, like, aether trail and kind of see, like, okay, there's a line of green and there's a line of silver. And they're both going towards the ocean. And you realize that there's another line of green going off towards the lighthouse. And then you realize that there's another line of green that's, like, circled back, and you realize it's, as you turn around, it's coming from behind you. And you
is there a crab man?
Another crab man.
Fantastic.
Hey, it's Jason. Thank you so much for listening to Memester of the Week. If you're enjoying the show, let us know by rating or reviewing us on the podcatcher of your choice. And let us and your friends know on social media. Word of mouth is the best way for a podcast to get heard, so we would really appreciate it. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook at MemsterOTWPod. And if you follow us there, there's a chance that I might use your name as a character for the show. Today I want to tell you about our fellow Monster of the Week friends over at the $2 Creature feature. So here's a clip.
Hey, this is Mr. Ray, and this is $2 Creature Feature. We're a Monster of the Week actual play podcast set at Severus Savardi's Traveling Fun Fair, a carnival in the 1960s. We follow the adventures of Dor.
Dora's gonna first check to make sure that her army jacket, which is tied around her waist as usual, is fully covering her gun.
Oh yeah, you take your gun out with you.
Nemo.
No, stop it. I'm not edible for you. I'm basically a corpse as well, just a cleaner one.
And Sybil.
So imagine an ethereal tentacle sprouting from the middle of your forehead, and on the tip of that is an eye. And it's nothing like that, but it helps you.
Sybil, if it's okay with you, I think maybe I won't imagine that.
They solve mysteries and hunt monsters. We're released bi-weekly on Fridays on your preferred podcast host. And remember, if you see something, slay something.
Once again, that's the $2 Creature feature. Mr. Ray and the crew are really fun, and I've been working with Ray and some other friends on something we think that you'll like. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that you're doing well. The next episode should be out August 30th. So until then, tell the people that you love that you care. And enjoy that. Bye.